say game over. It's all relative because, yes, I know there are still 5 Super Emeralds left to obtain. Don't worry, we're going to get to that very soon. As soon as the credits are over, I'm going to start working on that. So, hey, by the way, thanks for the save, Tails. Very convenient appearance here. So, now that we've defeated Eggman, it's time for us to head back to Angel Island to put the Master Emerald back where it belongs. And, by the way, for those of you who aren't really well-versed in the Sonic universe, what the Master Emerald does, well, it does basically 2 things. It's the thing that counteracts the power of the Chaos Emerald should the need ever arise to do so. And when it's on its altar on Angel Island is going to start floating in the air, which is its natural place because it's called Angel Island. The original name was the Floating Island, which was used throughout the Genesis and I think Saturn eras, but it became officially referred to as Angel Island later on in the series. So, now, the game is over, so we can enjoy our nice ride on the... Well, it's called the Tornado, but I just have to crack a joke at how, it says Sinnoh on the side. Sinnoh! It's Sonic spelled backwards! Yeah, if you get the reference, then you're my new best friend. But, no, wait, it doesn't say Sinnoh. It says more like 31W02. So, is that the model number of the Tornado or something? Now, I know it's supposed to be Sonic backwards, but really, it just shows that it's just the Tornado sprite flipped horizontally, because if they knew what they were doing, they would have at least modified this particular sprite so that it says Sonic, in the right direction instead of, this thing. By the way, something that I wanted to point out, but I didn't, during the battle against the part of the giant egg robo where, he's firing a giant laser off the Master Emerald, is that if, normally you can't get into the Death Egg Zone with Knuckles since Sky Sanctuary is his last zone, but if you use the level select sheet to get Knuckles into the Death Egg, there's actually no way for Knuckles to beat that boss, for the simple reason that he doesn't jump as high as Sonic, and as you saw, that laser pretty much covers the entire jump height capability of Knuckles, so there's no way that he can survive that laser if you ever try to do that. So it's as far as you can get with Knuckles, even using cheats. By the way, I have great news! Chugga Conroy's Emerald Let's Play is almost over, so that means we're going to have survived another zombie apocalypse. You may not have seen most of it, since most of the really stupid comments were back in my Emerald videos, but you wouldn't believe some of the absurd shit I got while that LP was going on. So, yeah, I'm really happy that we're going to have some peace and quiet for a while, except for the part where my next Let's Play, well, it's going to be a role reversal, because it's going to be a game that Chugga Conroy already Let's Played, so, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to deal with some more Chugga Conroy rip-off accusations, as Sonic is posing for us in his super form, and da-da-da-da! A new challenger appears! Now, once you've completed the game, you can head back to any zone you wish in the game. Now, we're going to head back to Mushroom Hill Zone to get our remaining 5 Super Emeralds. Because once you've completed the game, all the giant rings come back. Those you've used, they come back. Even this one right here, I'm just going to show you in just a second, even though we're going to have to sit through that scene of Knuckles closing the door every single time. So, we're back at the altar with the 2 Super Emeralds we already have, so let's try this one, maybe. Hopefully it's going to be at least decently easy. 37 blue spheres, we're already down to 27, and... Okay, I guess I have to jump over this one, then get over there. Okay. Whoa. Just going to try and line myself up in a fashion that won't see me get screwed over for no apparent reason. And no, I'm not going to be moonwalking into that orange sphere, even if it kills me, especially if it kills me, because it just might. So, okay, this doesn't look so hard as long as you're willing to just jump into those orange spheres, which I'm hesitant to do, even though I know I have to do so, is because if it's not blue, there's always a chance that it might not be friendly and might send you straight into a red one. Boing! And here we go! It wasn't so hard after all, it was just, a bit tricky, but nothing too difficult. So, we are now up to 3 Super Emeralds. 4 more to go. And just so you know, I'm going to be redoing that same giant ring over and over again since it's more convenient. Here we go! Super Emerald number 4. Let's pick this one. Maybe I'll get lucky. 155! Okay! This one is going to be a long one, so let's be very careful. Okay, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do here. I'm just going to have to jump over this red one straight into the orange. Here we go. It's as simple as that, but I don't think it's going to remain that simple for the entirety of this level. Because usually when it seems like it's that easy, it's probably not. Well, it was in some cases for the Sonic 3 special stages, but the Sonic and Knuckles ones, as I've said before, are much more difficult. So, we're up to 25, and I think... No, that can't be it. Oh yeah, we still have 2 missing, but you just have to bounce off that one. When I saw myself floating over them, I immediately knew what was up. I just had to get bounced back into them instead of having to take a long detour to do so. Especially since I didn't see anything but red spheres. Endless amounts of red spheres! Here we go! We're already up to Super Emerald number 5. Will this one be as lucky as the rest? Oh, this looks like it might be a little complicated. This definitely looks like it's going to be complicated. Sorry. So, okay, so far so good. Nothing that looks too threatening. We got some groups of 9 which are going to drive down the total a bit, and that is always welcome because I don't want to be staying in those last few levels for too long. Otherwise, if it gets too hectic, just look at all the crazy patterns there are. And, yeah, you really don't want to stay here too long, because if it goes all the way to top speed, you might as well just quit right then and there. So it's starting to speed up, and, okay, if I go over there, doesn't look like there's anything. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but, let's try heading over there. Is there anything there? Yes! Oh my god! We're doing pretty good! I know where all the rest of them are, and, what just happened there? Oh my god, bad idea! Well, I have no one but myself to blame. I should have been more conservative with that. Okay, attempt number 2. At least I know what to expect this time. So if I screw up, at least I hope it's not going to be at the same place. So I know how to tackle these 12 blue spheres. Try not to turn them into rings, because that's what I was going for. And when it backfired, unfortunately, that you saw what happened. I ran straight into a red sphere, and there was not a damn thing I could do about it. So we're gonna have to do this all over again. So frustrating, when you have like 4 blue spheres left and you know where all of them are, and suddenly shit like this happens. So get over here. We're gonna get back there. Okay, this is the area with the 12 I was I screwed up on earlier on, so this time I'm not going to go for a gigantic ring morph. I'm just being more conservative, and here we go! Definitely paid off here! Super Emerald number 5. That means there are only 2 left to go. We're doing really good. By the way, I think this was actually the first special stage I screwed up on all Let's Play, so now you know what happens if you hit a red sphere. Okay, 2 more left to go. Let's see now, this one, 64. This pattern makes me a little confident, not too much though. Yeah, seems like the same thing over and over again, kind of like special stage number 6 for the regular Chaos Emeralds, except this one looks a bit more complicated. Of course, I strongly recommend that you transform as many of these red spheres into rings as you can possibly can, because, well, by default, it means that there are less red spheres for you to run into in those crucial intersections. So, yeah, let's just keep repeating that, and if I get lucky enough and find them all before the stage starts going too fast, I think we're going to be looking at Super Emerald number 6 in not too long. And it's just those squares of 4 red spheres in the middle of everything. Those were blue ones earlier on, obviously, but it's these that I think will be my main obstacle in this one. So 12 means that there are 2 more blocks of 6 to find, and right now I'm not having a very easy time finding them. I know they're somewhere. Oh, and I gotta continue from those rings. I didn't even mean to. But yeah, now you have definite proof that you get a continue if you can get 50 rings in one of these special stages. And here we go. There's a block of 6. Means only 1 left. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, those red spheres in the middle of everything. They're going to be the death of me, and I think we're already at top speed because I can't find those remaining spheres for the life of me. Oh my god. Oh, I save. I was really worried. Oh, there they are. No! I could have swore I turned in time. But yeah, this is what happens when the stage starts going way too fast and you lose control of everything. Oh yeah! Fuck you, game! Taunt me, will ya? Okay. Second attempt at this. At least I know what's coming this time. So I'm a bit better prepared. So, yeah, let's just jump over there. I don't want to jump into those blue spheres just yet because if I do so, it's going to screw me out of a chance to turn all these spheres into rings. So, yeah, you really, really want to avoid that. You just want to grab those 2 blue spheres on the outskirts of that square, and then, boom, everything turns into rings, which is going to make navigation a lot easier further down the line. Or further down the road. It's either further down the road or somewhere down the line, but for some reason I merged those 2 idioms as though they were just one. We got a special name for that kind of thing in French, but said name wouldn't sound very good in English. So, 20, so that means 2 blocks of 4 and 2 blocks of 6, probably. Here's 1 block of 4, 1 block of 6. Here's another block of 6 that I'm going to try and make my way over to ASAP, and here are the last 4. There we go! Super Emerald number 6. Only 1 left. After that, I'm probably going to be showing you guys what Hypersonic looks like, his special abilities. But I'm not going to go through the whole game again with Hypersonic just for shits and giggles. Or Knuckles, for that matter.